Well, I got a little repair to do on Stinky Pete. What was going on was after Atlantic City on my way back, I was getting like little air bubbles in the fuel system and it was getting worse and worse on the way back. It's just like vapor locking if I got too much gasoline in the mixture when it gets hot, but this even happens when it's cold. So I thought it would be the exact same thing which happened in the past. The diaphragm pump gets a little tear in it, or most people call it a mechanical fuel pump, and it sucks a little bit of air into it and puts it in the injection system. So I'll start it up so you can kind of hear what I'm talking about. The motor's like 20 degrees right now. It up. As you can hear, it's very hard to start up. And you might not be able to tell unless you know what you're listening for. It's only running on 5 cylinders. Now, the one cylinder is not cut out completely. When you rev it up, it does have some fuel going to it, but it has, like I said, little air bubbles going through it. And it comes and goes, so that's why I'm going to take the fuel pump off and put a new fuel pump on. And it's usually about a year or two I have to replace this. And just because the stale gas in that homemade diesel fuel mix kind of eats away at the little rubber diaphragm pump on the inside. So this is a common problem with Stinky Pete. Now, it's not like I have to put a new pump on it like every 3 months. No, this is at least a year. I get at least a year out of a diaphragm pump. But just the normal use of them. See, the diaphragm pump on a diesel is a different rubber compound. They handle diesel fuel or oil. And on a gas engine like this has a different rubber compound to handle the gasoline. And the ethanol does eat away at even these gas diaphragm pumps, but they usually get about 3 years out of one. A lot of people are saying, oh, you should go electric. I'm like, nah, I really don't want to go electric. I'd rather keep a diaphragm because worst case scenario, I could still run this truck with no electricity going to it. So in case of an EMP attack or anything like that, Stinky Pete will still run. Really, the only thing I have to do if I don't want to have it electronic on and off, you could take the electronic valve out, put a plug in it, and you have only the mechanical shut off here on the side of the injection pump. So you can make this 100% mechanical with just a few modifications. So even my backup generator is set up to handle an EMP. But that's standard for military vehicles. Another reason why I like diaphragms pumps is they don't just completely quit on you. They have signs of starting to fail, so you still have time to get wherever you're going before it completely fails. If I really wanted to, I could take this apart, make a new diaphragm. I can use like an old tube or something and make a new diaphragm. And worst case scenario, I could mount a fuel tank on the hood of Stinky Pete and gravity feed down into the engine. Think outside the box.